Hello and welcome to my channel. Welcome to the DigitalBlackmagic channel. I hope you are all well and I'm happy to see you around. My name is Christoph Esch and today I'm going to talk about the aging Windows 7. Windows 7 is a fine operating system. It works flawlessly and it is installed on many computers. But Microsoft has decided to cancel the support after January 2020. This is only about a year from now. So it's time to think about a replacement that could fit the bill for you. I have compiled a video that has multiple options and gives you the choice on what's best for you to replace your Windows 7. It's up to you to choose the path, but it is a fact that Microsoft is going to cancel Windows 7 very soon. So you need to act in one way or another. Have fun with the video. The 14th of January 2020 is the last update provided by Microsoft regarding Windows 7. Starting from there, you will not get any updates anymore. Windows 7 is considered unsafe. Let's see what this means. Okay, so why exactly would we need to migrate from Windows 7 to somewhere else? First obvious reason is Microsoft doesn't provide updates, which leaves you vulnerable to attacks of any hackers or malware. That doesn't mean that you are personally a target, but the fact that you are using Windows 7 without updates makes you an easy pick. And that leads to malfunctions of the system or potential loss of data. On top of this, you put other people at risk because you may be spreading malicious software unwittingly. Next up is drivers. If there is new hardware, of course, you need drivers for your OS. So manufacturer needs to provide these. It is very common for manufacturers to reduce the available drivers to the current operating systems. That leaves you, as user of Windows 7, without drivers for your new, say, graphics card. Next up, software development is always focused on the current system, which is Windows 10 by now. Most of the new software is already unsupported when it comes to Windows 7. And this will increase once Windows 7 has gone out of service. And as a bonus fact, there is this European law about data protection, which states in section 32 that you need to use state-of-the-art technologies to process user data. And I highly doubt that the Windows 7 without any updates and support by Microsoft can be considered state-of-the-art. Now that we know Windows 7 is on the way out, the question is, what are the alternate options regarding the computing? In my opinion, there are four options. Either you migrate to Windows 10, or you use a tablet, or you have a kind of an Android device, or you switch to a Chromebook. Let me just go into detail here. Windows 10 splits in different directions. If you have a perfectly fine computer which just runs Windows 7 but is okay for you and reasonably young, you may choose to switch to Windows 10 on the existing hardware. I think any Intel Core i with 4 GB RAM or more can do the job. The good news is that you may try without paying for Windows, because installing the system is free of charge. The Windows 10 license, of course, is costly. So this is the first option regarding Windows. Just install Windows 10 on your existing machine. I have two videos showcasing exactly this. One with a Dell 530 and one with a Samsung R540. Second option is, your computer is an old dog and you don't want to use it anymore. Then you just go and select a new one and get Windows 10 with the new machine. The third, not too obvious option is to get an off-lease computer which has been sitting in an office for 2 to 4 years and comes with a refurbished Windows 10 license. This brings the price down to, let's say, $250 US. The second option is to use a tablet instead of a computer. Since there are Wi-Fi printers around, you may choose a tablet to write small letters and do your communication. Unless you do creative work, it is highly unlikely that you will exceed the limits of the tablet. Android devices may come in handy when it comes to playback of Netflix or Amazon streams. Of course, you may choose Apple TV to do that. I have exchanged an old Windows 7 system doing just that with a little computer, and it works fine. And on top, you have more energy efficiency. In the same direction, but not quite the same thing, you may choose to use a Chromebook instead of your old machine. Chromebooks do not store data. I have never seen a Chromebook, so all I can say is people who use them like them. But given that they have the same price point than a used full-size computer, it may be not the most interesting option. All I can tell is that any option on the board is better than running Windows 7 after January 2020. So that's about it. I hope I could clarify the issue with Windows 7, and I hope that you will find a solution to your problem. Until then, be prepared. There is plenty of time left, so there is no immediate action required. I will end the video here, and I hope to see you all again in my next video, which I'm looking forward to do.